I would really like to welcome to deliver this keynote by Raghavendra, who is the VP Global Head, IoT and Digital Product Engineering across Americas, but also working on a strategic projects engagements in the Europe from Infosys. So very warm welcome to the CLM Summit, Raghav.
Great. Thank you, Shahid. Thank you, Johan, for your excellent opening remarks. I think the concept of CLM enabling manufacturers to extend the collaboration through a flexible knowledge capture approach and using the most powerful modeling in the industry is great to have. A very warm good morning, good afternoon to you all. I'm privileged to share my thoughts as part of the CLM Summit. Today I'll talk about the future of B2B manufacturing and some thoughts on ways to win the digital transformation game. I'll cover some of the trends and challenges that B2B manufacturing companies face. Some of it Johan touched upon. I will talk about how digital transformation can potentially address some of these opportunities and challenges, and how digital thread with CLM enables digital transformation of an enterprise. And finally, some of the outcomes organizations can achieve through CLM. To start with, I would like to talk about some trends that are influencing the B2B manufacturing industry today. First, there is a need for a high degree of personalization in products and services because there is an opportunity to be able to cater to varied and diverse needs of customers. Secondly, manufacturers want to up their ante and their market share by combining products and value-added services, offering a more integrated systems and solutions. And because of this, one has to deal with increased complexity and the need to manage risks. Third is the servitization or aftermarket services. This is becoming critically important. Ability to cater digitally for every phase of customer engagement, be it during the sales process, during consumption of products and services, and during maintenance. And last but not the least, deliver this value sustainably. Like Johan mentioned, this is becoming critically important. And delivering this sustainability introduces its own set of complexities. While there are technologies to exploit these trends, as you can see on the right-hand side of my slide, it does call for a comprehensive approach to be able to capitalize on some of these opportunities. Some of these trends, business implications have been researched by analysts, and there is a consensus view today that there is a huge opportunity for organizations to go after. Johan mentioned about the Gartner study. The another part of the study, they talk about disruptive buyer dynamics are rewriting the rule book for B2B sales, demanding digital-first engagement with customers. So what essentially means is, manufacturers cannot just build up stock and sell. Buyers are demanding more options and solutions specific to their needs and interests, and they want, customized features. Even in B2B sales, buyer dynamics are disrupting the sales process. Next, according to Forbes, manufacturers who have leveraged digital product configurator tools have seen up to 3 to 4% net new increase in customer conversions and 10 to 12% reduction in operating cost. This talks to increase in the top line as well as improvement in the bottom line. So let me jump to the last one here. By 2025, 60% of B2B sales organizations will transition from experience and intuition-based selling to more data-driven selling, merging their sales process, applications, data, and analytics into a single operational practice. For me, the biggest takeaway is manufacturers, who fail to create rich, immersive digital experiences and lack agility to customer needs across the product value stream, they risk alienating customers and losing business as a result. Organizations that embark on this transformation have to deal with some of the challenges. As we know, COVID pandemic has resulted in increased supply chain instabilities, and it is true even today. It is not stabilized yet. And the geopolitical challenges are forcing customers to kind of rethink the demand and supply considerations. While these are macroeconomic challenges, within an organization, we also deal with siloed IT systems, challenges related to data integrity, incomplete data, which often renders the sales team inefficient in meeting evolving customer demands. And frankly, this also becomes a hindrance to introducing new products and services in markets. So there is a need for a holistic and reliable data for businesses today so that they can make faster decisions. The data at the fingertips is critically important. Now, this combination of both the external market forces and internal efficiency challenges essentially require new strategies and models to achieve digital transformation goals. Now, and what we have seen is the complexity of products directly impact the complexity of the sales process. As a result, the sales team face significant challenges in configuring the right solution for customers due to inadequate tools. Sales tools can be as simple as a paper catalog, or it can be very advanced as a mature ERP solution. But what we have seen is both of these are most often inadequate. For example, suppose if the advanced sales tool cannot scale to accommodate all possible product configurations, especially where customers are demanding significant personalization, then it will result in gaps in meeting customer demands. So what is required is, in my view, a reliable single source of truth on available data configurations that can be confidently shared. You don't have to second guess because the data is true and it's a single source of truth. And it can be confidently shared throughout the organization across value streams, be it as designed, as manufactured, as sold, as maintained, and as serviced. This is a source of information that can be integrated with existing solutions to enable your inside sales team to close deals faster. And with greater accuracy, it can help engineers and designers accelerate new product development and prevent configuration errors from reaching the factory floor, and also allow you to optimize your services to create new revenue streams. For me, CLM addresses these by providing an overview of all possible real-time product configurations that can be queried to validate your product option choices. In addition, by integrating the configure price quote or CPQ, your CRM systems, your product lifecycle management systems, ERP, and manufacturing execution systems with your CLM platform, manufacturers can address the issue of timely access to product configuration information. And also the service and maintenance of product at times can be just as complex as the original product. Specifically in take the instance of dealer recon jobs, wherein the engineering integrity with new parts or sub-assemblies has to be ensured. Maintaining a single source of configurations using CLM becomes very critical to ensure service assurance and customer commitments. So how does CLM help today? Typically, what we have seen is organizations have PLM for engineering and your product structures, CRM for sales, ERP for manufacturing, with each team specialized in their required process, usually operating in silos. In addition, we also see several legacy tools and local systems which have been developed over a period of time to address specific needs of the company, and we call it custom calculation tools. For me, the CLM layer is the lead orchestrator for configurations without requiring change in the underlying authoring systems, and enables effective integration between them. Right? CLM brings common configurations that can tie together several systems, your legacy applications, to give a more integrated view. And also we have seen CLM provides a unified configuration views across your different functions, be it sales, engineering, manufacturing, and services organization. And also it can potentially bring uniformity in terminology being used and processes over the long term. So it brings a little bit of or more standardization across how you deal with different systems in the enterprise. At the heart of CLM platform lies Configit ACE, where we've had the privilege of working on this platform. Configit ACE ensures the entire configuration uses the correct configuration data. In addition, it enables product modelers from multiple enterprise functions to kind of work together. As a result, what we have seen is configuration rule administrators in engineering, marketing, manufacturing, and service can focus exclusively on their own content, where they are the experts. Configit ACE's intuitive conflict handling measures is very powerful. That only a fully valid set of rules is released to downstream systems, and that's what it ensures. This we have seen results in dramatic improvements in time to market. Unlike most PLM, ERP, or CPQ system, Configit's rule management prioritizes the power and effectiveness of product modeling experience. By capturing configuration rules from all business functions, an enterprise becomes uniquely empowered for a seamless configuration cycle. So what we have seen across our multiple engagements in terms of value that this can create. CLM brings an integrated way of working across your organization's functions and systems. It brings standardization, traceability, and structure to the teams. Organizations unlock more business benefits, obviously, as a part of this process. What we have seen is CLM adoption has resulted in enablement for the customer across sales and the overall organization. For example, for the customer, it provides with relevant, easy, useful, credible recommendations. For the sales teams, it provides a holistic solution to customer requirements consistently, which is important, in an accelerated manner. And for the organization, which is equally important, you can count on having significant process improvements. And if you looking at tangible measures of what you can get, it can help mitigate business risk by eliminating configuration quality defects and ensuring almost zero errors, and providing up to 30% increase in quote accuracy. And these are based on live examples we have been part of. And the quote accuracy specifically in large complex engineering bits. And with holistic information and provision for more solution selling, this results in customer decision time, right? Because the configurations are available in real time. It reduces the customer decision time drastically. Up to 5 to 10% increase in win rates can be ensured. And directly helping with the top line, 10 to 15% additional revenue from new business models. For example, with one of our engagements with an European OEM, dealers could create new solution configuration and address demands instantaneously, as opposed to going back and forth with OEM sales, which used to be the previous way of working for them. We have also seen up to 40% faster order handling time. And from an accessory sales perspective, up to doubling the accessory sales. From an operational efficiency standpoint, we have seen 95% reduction in product modeling time, thus freeing up bandwidth for handling more products and reducing lead times from sales to manufacturing. So all in all, what we have seen is organizations can unlock unparalleled business value and gain a real competitive edge in the market by leveraging the CLM platform. We at Infosys are excited to be Configit's one of the most strategic and leading consulting and system integrator partner. Several manufacturers today across industry verticals have taken advantage of this partnership based on the practice which we have deliberately, with investments we have created. We have rich experience across all products, all the CLM products for their digital transformations. Infosys, along with Configit, we have driven these transformations for leading, industrial automation company, agricultural equipment manufacturer, leading lighting equipment manufacturer, elevator companies, food and beverage manufacturer, and so on. And this list is only growing. So we have made significant investments in that manufacturers can leverage today, because we also want to see how we can accelerate the time to value for organizations that leverage this platform and us. For example, often our customers do not know where to start or where the problem is. So our digital transformation and CLM value realization framework help assess where they are in their journey, basically from a maturity perspective, and then contextualize the transformation, CLM transformation, based on where you are today and where you can go. And also, leveraging our engagements, we have a very mature and ready integration adapters for major CRM, PLM, ERP systems. The goal here is obviously to reduce the project timelines drastically. Because we have had the opportunity to work across industry segments, we've also created some industry-specific templates. For example, we have a template for agri construction equipment company or segment, elevator industry, process, and so on. So, and also we've been fortunate to have had the experience of hosting some of these solutions on different CSPs, be it Azure, AWS, Alibaba Cloud. This is so much the ask from our customers also. So this experience is readily available. And we have created some accelerators for product modeling and data migration as well. So what we have done is capturing all our experience. Infosys and Configit joint teams have published a white paper on the future of B2B manufacturing, and I welcome you all to check this out. Now, to conclude, we know, many times the proof is in the pudding, right? Some of our engagements with leading manufacturers have actually seen very tangible value from leveraging the Configit CLM. For example, at a leading electrification major, a typical dealer response to a customer inquiry used to take 4 to 5 weeks for a ETO configuration, engineer to order configuration. Post the digital transformation, what we have worked on, dealers are able to respond to an ETO query real time, and in addition, enable proposition of a range of new solutions for the customers. You can always, there is an opportunity to create more value on top of the platform. This has significantly resulted in increasing the ease of doing business from weeks to days, and additional revenue stream for the manufacturer. In the second example, for a leading European agricultural OEM, They had an archaic aftermarket sales and services processes, leading to erosion of revenue and customer base. Infosys partnered to revamp the aftermarket processes end to end. And we had great collaborative relationship with the customer, with Configit, to basically revamp their aftermarket processes, the complete services journey, direct customer engagement. What we have also done is we used immersive after-sale and digital applications that thus significantly improving the customer experience, increasing accessories and service part sales, again through an immersive experience and its features. So this is a real end-to-end transformation story for this company. Last but not the least, at a leading elevator company in Europe, we have optimized the service technicians' effort by enabling understanding of what is installed and what needs to be serviced. This became a challenging exercise for them due to siloed and disconnected systems. We were able to transform these processes, wherein, in addition to establishing a single source of truth from a configuration perspective, we integrated, the underlying systems, the CLM, PLM, ERP, and we also are templatizing the same so that we can roll out this solution to other regions across North America and Europe, which obviously accelerates the time to value. So those were some of the representative examples where we have seen the power of CLM driving tangible business outcomes. With that, I conclude my presentation today. Hope you found it useful. My team and I are looking forward to working with you all. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Raghav. Very interesting to hear, the way you see the trends and the challenges in the market and how CLM can help to address those things. So I think some of the areas you just touched, like the trends on smart product as a service, cloud adoption was some of the areas, but also the challenges, especially lack of customer confidence, make a good buying decision. So that's very interesting because you also had a little bit on from a Gartner where you say that the lack of confidence in making good buying process. How do you see that part to actually affect in the PLM world? Do you see that as the same, that in the PLM world, the way in engineering we were same trend?
Yeah, so PLM obviously has a specific area where you have the product structure, you have your bill of material, and obviously engineering bill of material, all that housed within PLM. What we have seen is kind of integration of your engineering bill of material in PLM, your manufacturing bill of material in your manufacturing systems or ERP systems. But again, these integrations are able to deliver more value when you have an orchestration layer, which is where the CLM comes in, where PLM has its own play from a product structure and managing the revisions of the products and so on. And ERP from a manufacturing bill of material to look at as manufactured. But CLM adds that, overarching orchestration layer so that you can handle different products configurations, variants and configurations and so on. So for me, these systems have its value, but CLM adds, a layer which is incremental and significantly transformational for organizations.
Super, yeah. Raghav, we know you are a platform expert. And what I would like to know here is really that how do you see, how can the platform strategy help create benefits for the customers?
Yeah, so like I said, what we see across organizations is disparate siloed systems. You have these are different systems of records in many ways. You have your engineering systems of record, you have your manufacturing system of record, your supply chain system of record. What we don't have is one common platform where you have all the data synchronized, because individual systems you don't want to kind of mess with because they have their own responsibilities and does what it is needed to do. But where the platform helps is bringing that unified one single pane of glass view so that you can manage the variance and make faster decisions, both from a customer perspective where they are looking to make some choices. They build their own configuration, what they want to have based on their personalized interests, but also for the organization, how they can enable this for customers to choose, how they can enable the sales team to put a quick configuration. That's where, for me, the platform comes in. And it's essential. Different organizations have adopted different strategies. Some have developed their own custom platforms. But for me, that is very cumbersome. It takes a lot of effort. And before you know it, technology has changed and you'll have to upgrade and things like that. For me, that's where a Configit A is kind of a platform where some of these integrations for underlying systems already built in becomes critically important.
Yeah, you mentioned a lot of different trends, digital thread, and how CLM can help it. I have one area which could be interesting to know when we talk about the trends, servitization. Do you see servitization as an enabler, or how do you see that trend in the B2B market and manufacturing and engineering moving forward? Will that have an impact on that, or are we going towards that direction?
Absolutely. If you look at every manufacturer, most of the manufacturers, they have a significant services revenue today where they don't sell just the hardware or their product, but they sell services on top of it. And services is typically at a much higher margins. So there is an incentive for organization to focus on more aftermarket sales and services. Organizations have adopted creating their own aftermarket sales teams, a platform to cater to these needs and so on. But definitely the focus of many manufacturing organizations is to create a very robust aftermarket services organization, because it's more profitable and it allows customer or organization to upsell on top of the product they sell. So I think that's a trend which is a given. It's already becoming mainstream in many ways.
Super. Very good. Thanks a lot for your time and presentation, very knowledgeable, and we also got a lot of insight to where we see the trends and which direction we are going. So thanks a lot for your participation.
Yeah, thanks, Shashi.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.